Greetings, all. I am here with Kristina Skye, one of our Shamanic Leadership authors, for Storytime. How you doing?
Um, I'm alive.
We got owies over here. Owies are in the house.
Yes, I'm an injured author.
You're an injured author. Sadness and despair. And
This
it's
was
quite
not part of
interesting.
the plan.
It was not part of the plan, but it does work out for Storytime today because the next part in the book, the Shamanic Leadership Book, is me reading about Ascension Symptoms, Ascension Flu, what happens when we step onto this path. And Christina's living it right now. And, you know, when we get to this point, we have to laugh about it sometimes because it just seems so ridiculous. We know the tools, we know, we've been following these patterns for 15 years, and sometimes we still push, we still try to get as much done as we can, and then the universe will sit our asses down. And in this
Mm,
time, it is in the form of a broken pinky toe.
yeah, well, and what happens when your tools backfire? Mm,
Right? And I just think it's very interesting. We were talking this morning about the parallel that when I was in such a huge transitionary time in my life, moving houses, like the whole thing, I broke my right pinky toe as well. And now you're sitting in the same position with a broken right pinky toe.
I am. And how did you break your pinky toe?
I caught it on my bed frame.
Ow.
So it was self-inflicted, but I kicked the bed frame, whereas you physically took your hands and broke your foot.
I did break my foot with my hands, trying to just massage my feet. I'm playing with my toe a little, and I heard a crack, but I thought it was just realigning the joint. Sometimes we crack our toes. I don't crack my toes intentionally, but it happens sometimes. And I thought that that's all it was, and, it was quickly apparent that that was not all it was.
Yeah. So in honor of Christina's broken pinky toe, we are going to dive into ascension symptoms and what that looks like and what this part of the book has to say. So I'm going to pull that up and I'm going to read right out of our book. This is right after the invocation, which what I read last week. Note to you courageous readers. I'm going to pin myself so that there can be focus. So you pick up this book and binge the whole thing and are now finding yourself setting up camp in the bathroom because your body is going to go through a full detox in unimaginable ways and you don't know what the hell is happening. Welcome to the Ascension Detox Club. The common Canadian phrase, "Does a bear shit in the woods?" became a reality in my world after an intense power journey in Teotihuacan, Mexico, as I made my way home and had to drive through the Rocky Mountains with no bathrooms along the highway. If you want a full glorious details with lots of laughs, head over to our Bites of Light podcast and watch episode 4. Nobody escapes unscathed. The cool thing is that everyone experiences ascension symptoms differently, as we all came onto this planet with different ancestral programming. I can provide you a list of things that may happen so you are aware, but if these things are happening to you, know it's an integral part of the process. Physically, our body holds cellular memory. When we choose to shift habits, patterns, and our own wounds and stories, our bodies will act physically as if in danger, they are sick, or they feel like they will die. Notice I say our bodies will act that way. We are choosing to shift our attention and our awareness so that our conscious brains understand that we are willingly choosing to go on this ride. This does not mean our bodies will be able to keep up with the rate that we are loading light into our systems. Binging this book would be the same as sitting out in the direct sun with no sunscreen or shade. It would amount to incoming burns and heat stroke for some, while others may be simply fine. It all depends on what your level of awareness and whether some of the stories trigger you or not. The level of commitment you bring to your own personal growth will correlate with your level of ascension and the number of symptoms you experience. Slow and steady. Always stay with yourself and honor where you're at in every moment. Self-care is your best friend. It takes the energy of a warrior to shift our consciousness into the light. Know we are all honored by you reading our permeated words of light and are here for you when you have questions or want information. You're never alone on this journey. On Angel's website, you will find online courses and one-on-one packages to assist you furthering your elevation and awareness. You can start by following the Ascension Symptoms guide to guide you as you get started. So, in our school, in the classroom, in the Getting Started Here and in the library is that free PDF, the Ascension Symptoms Guide. And that guide will help you with figuring out where you are, why these things are happening to you, and what you can do to calm them down. We don't want them to stop because it's our body detoxing and getting ready to be able to hold that copious amount of light that we want to be able to hold. And that's what Kristina was talking about with using the tools against ourselves, because we try to push to see how much more can we do? How much more can we do? How much bigger can we get? How much more light can we expand? Crack. Okay. Found the edge. And sometimes things break. Sometimes things break.
Well, and for me, some of the self-care is that massage, is that taking care of my feet, and this is what I think I thought I was doing.
Yeah. Yeah, and so it comes back to that balance, right? Now that we have this knowledge, we can, and this is what we're trying to do. We are trying to push our soul baskets farther. We are trying to expand our aura. We are trying to release the cellular trauma. And sometimes it's literally just time. We are in secondhand vehicles. As we move into this new earth state, it's, our bodies, our physical bodies are having troubles keeping up with the light quotients that's coming in right now, the sun flares and all the things that the planet's shifting. There is more light coming onto the planet, and that's why a lot of people are feeling ungrounded and dizzy and nauseous and spinning, and the PTSD symptoms are higher and all of this. It's because we're being asked to ground and hold more light. And sometimes it's sit down and be still and don't move. And we know as humans, this matrix makes us move, makes us go to extremes to even try to survive. And we're battling that right now. We're all battling that right now. Trying to find that middle ground and that peace and that space where you can still create and have the peace and the softness and the rest. Where's the balance?
It's not in my foot right now.
It's not in your foot right now. Well, regardless, I appreciate you showing up and sharing. This is us doing the work in real time. We don't show up curated, and it's in the messy bits that we find the magic. So It takes courage to show up when you're not 100%, and we're both there right now, and we're still showing up.
Yeah, we can
So
show
we
up.
take
Yeah, those bits of us can show up.
those bits, just not the toe, right?
It's not showing up anywhere right now.
Showing up anywhere right now. Yes. So may we all practice balance and go check out that Ascension Symptoms guide in the classroom. It's there for you for free. See you next week.
Thank you, Angel.
Bye.
Bye.